Kawaki will kill Boruto again, or will most probably go after his life. The reason I think this way is due to the suspicious behavior of Kawaki ever since Boruto was brought back to life. So could the time skip be more darker than we think it is? Let's try to find out by understanding the burning desire of the Red Karma wielder. It was chapter 73 when Boruto and Kawaki were assigned a brand new mission of sharing rooms with Aida and Daemon. Aside from the wacky flashbacks and being a setup chapter for the main major events that we all are waiting for, this chapter had two moments that made me think of two ways through which Kawaki could become the criminal of Konoha because of Boruto. The Karma wielder doesn't seem to be so happy with the fact that Boruto survived his attack. It seems like he wanted him dead, even if he would be facing charges after that, as he couldn't risk having Boruto around, who can anytime turn into a heartless monster. Momoshiki had prophesied Boruto losing everything, and since he has already lost the bond that he shared with Kawaki, chances are the catapult of fate has finally begun to turn for him. Later in the same chapter, Kawaki sees Momoshiki standing behind Boruto, while Sasuke also senses the presence of the Otsutsuki. Whether Momoshiki intentionally revealed himself to Kawaki or there is some other phenomenon behind this is still a mystery, but the thing which needs to be noted is that in the following chapter, Kawaki got reminded of this scenario after an argument with Boruto. This proves that the Red Karma wielder is concerned about the safety of people who are under the presence of Boruto. The fear that made him develop a grudge against Boruto might soon take him to a point where he will decide to kill him again. A strong basis for this theory comes from the prophecy of Garaga, whose master betrayed him by attacking his right eye. Considering the peskiness that Momoshiki has prophesied about Boruto's fate, it won't be a surprise if Kawaki decides to go after his life because of the monster who dwells inside of him. We should not ignore the fact that the karma of Kawaki is a huge gamble for Amado, and he wants to accomplish something from it. A theory that I have discussed many times is the karma being able to open portals to never before seen worlds, where some close one of Amado could be trapped, and by going through all the hardship to complete his master plan, he would now introduce Kawaki to a never before seen ability of the karma. However, chances are the Leaf Village will stop him from revealing this power to Kawaki due to obvious reasons. But the Red Karma wielder will still stumble upon this vital information, as there is no way Aida won't reveal this to him. After all, she wants to win his heart, and by unveiling information that's unknown to Kawaki, could play a huge role in her plan. By looking at the time skip scene, it seems like Kawaki will soon misuse this power, as he will form a grudge against the shinobi system that will force him to use his powers in reforming it. But then comes the flaws of this theory that really mess everything up. If Kawaki is actually using a separate dimension where he has already sent Naruto, it most likely won't make any sense, since Boruto also possesses the karma and he can anytime escape from the realm where Kawaki will send him. Also, if Boruto somehow ends up in the same place where Naruto is trapped, then he might use his Otsutsuki powers to travel back to Earth along with his father, and chances are the only hope for Kawaki to revert would be the Talk no Jutsu of Naruto that we haven't seen in a while. However, there is also a possibility that the special ability of Kawaki that Amado is so obsessed about won't have anything to do with the space-time ninjutsu. After all, every Otsutsuki possesses that power, and it's very unlikely that Amado would have struggled so much with the karma if it was just about the space-time ninjutsu. There has to be something more this seal could do, an ability that is worth risking your life for, something that could transition the series into the dark phase. So what could be the secret technique that this mysterious alien seal could perform? The power of karma that Amado wants to utilize could be some signature power of Ishiki that's now wielded by the Red Karma wielder. What we know is that the special ability has something to do with the karma and not the dojutsu of Kawaki, as many people believe that Ishiki's eye can fulfill wishes, but we don't have any solid basis to consider this theory. Amado has told Aida that the thing he wants to get done with the karma needs to be discussed with Konoha as well. No matter what the plans of Amado are, they will most likely be revealed to Kawaki regardless of whether or not Konoha will approve his scheme. I guess Amado wants to be in power, and Kawaki's karma is the ultimate weapon that will grant him the stature he desires. The cyborg technology and knowledge that he possesses could be his key to forming a new world order with the extermination of the shinobi system. He could have effortlessly dominated the whole world, and nobody in the shinobi world would have been able to stop him. A very solid hint to prove this theory right lies within the vast potential of Amado, which made him capable of creating such powerful cyborgs come weapons. But chances are when he worked under Jigen, he found an even efficient way to fulfill his goals. That's why he came up with the plan of betraying Jigen and surrendering to Konoha. I have already discussed the potential of Amado in my last video, and I believe he wanted to run down a kinda non-violent way to achieve his aim that is only possible through Kawaki's karma. So what if he wants to end the age of shinobis? That's why he needs to discuss this plan with Konoha as they are currently in possession of the strongest warriors in the shinobi world. There is no way Kawaki will go this far in the time skip for the sake of Amado, so get ready to witness a solid theory regarding why Kawaki will wreak havoc in the village, followed by the brutal side of time skip no one is ready for. So if Amado's plan actually involves the reformation of shinobi system through Kawaki's karma, there is a good amount of chance that he won't be allowed to carry on with this scheme. This will leave the scientist with no choice but to manipulate Kawaki on his own, and here's how he could do it. The very first unfortunate event that's soon gonna strike the series is the attack of Code, and this will be the time when Amado will get a golden opportunity to fulfill his goal. There is no way there won't be any casualties upon Code's attack, as the series will need to endorse the dark theme somehow, and a major death could act as a bridge for this transition. Let's say if Himawari dies, both Boruto and Kawaki will be in sheer grief and guilt for not being able to protect her. This will make Kawaki vulnerable, and Amado will gain a final resort to attain his goals, as Boruto might decide to go rogue after the death of Hima. Kawaki's decision would be to reform the shinobi regime after Amado's manipulation. A vital hint to support this theory has been teased in a recent chapter, where Himawari showed her desire to become a shinobi. Kawaki will dedicate his life to reforming the system that led to Hima's death, which in turn fulfills the aim of Amado. But what if it's not as simple as that? Kawaki is a character who has seen a lot of ups and downs in his development. Right now he wants to protect Naruto, but the unpredictability of the series could even turn him into the killer of Naruto. And here is how. We all know Kawaki still sees Boruto as a threat, and he might even end up killing him if Momoshiki again takes over. Last time when Kawaki landed a fatal attack on Boruto, Naruto tried to interfere but was stopped by his own son. But what if this time Boruto doesn't want to die, but Kawaki will at some point try to attack him with murderous intent because of the demon that dwells inside of him. And just when Kawaki would be really close to killing Boruto, Naruto would jump into the scene to save his son by sacrificing his own life. This guilt of killing his godfather will turn Kawaki into a totally different person, and he will blame the death of Naruto on Boruto, which explains what he means by this statement. He wants to kill him. The pain of accidentally becoming a murderer of his father figure has distorted him so much that he has wreaked havoc in the entire Konoha village and is now after Boruto's life. The reason he wants to end the age of shinobi is because Naruto was the follower of this regime, and the selfless morals that were infused in his personality made him sacrifice his own life for the sake of his son. This demonic change in Kawaki's character will prove Shikamaru's bad feeling about him right. He will prove to be the biggest mistake of Konoha that will make the village infamous in the entire world. The fate of the citizens in the time skip is still a mystery. They are either in between the war or at some hiding place. They could even be dead in the worst case scenario, depending on how dark the writers want the time skip to be. However, the finale of the series could finally bring them back after the mysteries of the Otsutsukis as well as the remaining plot holes are solved. Maybe that's where the Jogan's final role could be, explaining the true essence of Toneri's prophecy. Kawaki might later regret his doings and decide to give up on his own life to attain atonement. Boruto on the other hand won't leave any stone unturned to rekindle Kawaki's will of fire. Or if I'm not wrong, chances are he's also after the life of his karma counterpart in the time skip. Check out this video to find out Boruto's side of the misfortune. Also comment your thoughts on the theories that I mentioned, and subscribe to not miss any future uploads.